Let's do it. Even if we hustle through it, let's do it. It's our off season. Now, in terms of salary, number one, we're boned, right? But that's because we have multiple first-round picks, including the 7th overall, and 1,000 seconds from all the trades that we had previously made. So it could be rough. Fox, I will do those 2 races tonight. First and foremost, fuck your cap penalties. Again, we wouldn't build this team the same way if Chad said, hey, stay with the cap penalties. So for free agency, again, we're going to have no money. But Josh Allen might be leaving Buffalo. Jason Sanders, Travis Etienne looking to leave Kansas City. Laramie Tunsil, Kenny Clark. Keon Butler on the O-line is a beast, and I wish I could afford him, but there's not a chance. Denzel Ward, DeForest Buckner, Michael Dixon. Jeff Spiller at wide receiver would be great. Mr. Gardner Johnson, Tyrone Kitchen. So, I mean, there are some great names that I'd love to be able to sign. We have no mun. No mun. There is no mun in which to move. As it is, we technically only have like $5 million in cap room. Colts, I think, new contract just kicked in. Edwards-Helaire doesn't even get paid that much. It's hilarious. We are paying a fullback $5 million, but it's Jerry. It's fucking Jerry. It's worth it. Wide receivers, honestly, aren't that expensive. Kyle Pitts, honestly, isn't even that expensive. It's the O-line that gets a little bit worrisome. I mean, like Lindstrom and company are pretty pricey. I mean, the thing is, right? Like, we have our star play. That's right, JD's injured. We also have some players that we could definitely move on from. There are some very pricey people that are going to have to be traded sooner rather than later. But for now, also, how good was Jimmy Knox? Star punter, or star kicker, excuse me. So, I mean, for sure, there are players out there that I'd like to get on the free agent list, but let's be honest, there's no reason to do it. Why would we trade someone who's guaranteed to be good that just won a Super Bowl for a shot at getting a free agent, and when there's no guarantees that they'll sign? So we are going to stay right where we are, and we're not going to bother. So we got some late entries to the draft here. We're not going to bother making a play in free agency this year. No, thank you. So we'll be able to get to the draft pretty much as soon as possible then. The one thing I have to do is apply more points, which is to reduce the cost of trading up in the draft. Yes, please. I can't afford that, but I can afford this. I don't really feel like we trade up in the draft too often anyway. It's always trading down, so we'll be okay. So, no plays in terms of free agents. We'll just make the best of it. And again, so much scrolling. So much scrolling. Why am I doing that? I went way too far. I just totally zoned out. I went way too far. But yeah, I mean, we're going to have a solid draft. We're going to be title contenders again next year as well, as you'd suspect. So, I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, again, to beat the Chiefs like that twice in a row is just absolutely nuts. We knew we were going to lose some people. We lost those defensive tackles. We lost Cole Dre at linebacker, but the important thing is the depth comes and goes as long as we keep the stars and the core of the team. We're good to go. That is indeed what we have done. Chris Harris, the Wildcat. How many quarterbacks left to scout? Jack Wall, Ron Carnahan, Matt Jackson. Look at that young buck right there. Scout him. He's trash. Just Look at that guy to waste that last point. Why not? Why not? All right, so let's see how free agency went. There were some great players out there, but there was just no way. Josh Allen goes to the Washington football team. Won a title in Buffalo and leaves. Travis Etienne to Chicago. Laramie Tunsil of Dallas. Kenny Clark to Arizona. Keon Butler to Baltimore. Denzel Ward to San Francisco. Buckner also to Baltimore. The Jets get wide receiver Jeff Spiller. Gardner Johnson to the football team. Tyrone Kitchen to Tampa. Bradley Chubb to the Jets. Jeff Wilford to the Jets. Dylan Stallings to the Browns. Darren Rush to the Broncos. J.C. Jackson to Seattle. Honey Badger to Dallas. Fair enough. It's kind of the big names. Murphy Bunting to Green Bay. Trent Brown on the move to Dallas. Love how Dallas is just like, yeah, we'll sign all the veterans. Don't worry about it. So that is it for free agency. You pretty much knew we weren't going to be able to do much, and indeed, we did nothing. Whew, here we go. Gotta get a good stretch in there. Flashbang. Out. God, it's always brighter than I remember it being. Jesus. All right. Let's look at the draft board, shall we? My eyes are on fire. Holy shit. Okay, so quarterbacks. If we were to take anybody, Stephen Woods, Kerry McQueen, Chris Dempsey, Jimmy Chandler, Spencer Nelson. One of those guys could indeed be selected. One of them indeed could be selected. It's not obviously our top need. We have the 7th pick, though. Hello. Whew, Stephen Woods. That guy's going to be nuts. Strong arm, but he's also relatively fast. I mean, he ran a 4.7, right? And Matt Jackson was the number 1 at a 4.5. Jesus, okay, so never mind. I mean, he's got some legs, but nothing too crazy. Running backs. Let's just add everybody to the list, and then we will take a look afterwards at who should stay and who should go. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. All right, fullbacks. No one projected to be drafted, so we're good. Jabari Jackson, Isaiah Bush, Alani Woodward, Squidward. I've never seen my dog so confused. My dog heard Tookie say his name and he corrected him. Interesting. I said enough names that I can't remember what the hell I said, though, so he's in luck. Let's see. Tight ends, if there were to be anybody. On the O-line, well, we're not getting any help. That's right, I saw that on the Twitters. Wow. So, not the draft to try to get O-linemen to replace who we have. It's a flashbang. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Are the picks what put us over the cap? Yes. So technically we have $4 million in space, but in the NFL, with the draft picks, you have to have that money essentially set aside. So if we didn't have the draft picks, technically we still only would have had like $4 or $5 million in cap space. There would not have been much to work with, regardless. Marcus Irons, Kyle Holland, Greg Boone, Tyrell Ali, fabulous he, Ali Ababwa. Stronger than 10 regular men, as you can see. I'm on a fucking Aladdin kick today, and I don't know why. Alright, nobody else really a DT, but Deshaun McDaniels, as opposed to just Sean Daniels. Could be the guy that we need. Could be. Anybody else close to the 7? Nope. Middle linebacker. Oh boy. JoJo Hunt. What a name. Chris Dyson, we call him the vacuum. mean, there's some good linebackers in this draft. It's not bad. Corners. Oh boy. There's some good corners and there are some trash corners. A lot of corners and they're all garbage. Safeties. Last position we got to worry about, and then again we got to go back through the list again, but that's okay. And then kickers, if we were to take anybody, it'd be Chandler Arizo or Vince Hookland. Hunters would be Elijah Bender or Matt Steele. So again, quarterbacks. If we were to take anybody, Steven Woods looks awesome. Do we got codes? I mean, I got codes. You got codes? Kerry McQueen's not bad. Chris Dempsey. I mean, again, any of these guys could be decent options to be a backup to Colts. So one thing that we don't really have is a strong backup QB. Running backs, let's go for the bottom. So Lennox Henderson is trash. Gabe Brown is trash. Andrew Parks is trash. Tyreek Person is relatively fast and strong, not bad. Cedric Bartell, trash. Rashard Perkins, trash. Antonio Monk, not bad. Terrell Baker, kind of trash. Devontae Underwood, not bad. And Cliff Carr. Honestly, I'm kind of nervous. Like, he's not great at anything. Like, he's well-rounded, but yeah, no. So yeah, if we take a running back, I mean, we're looking at Underwood or Monk in round 2. Wide receivers. Oh boy, this should be fun. Calvin Charlton is trash. Keith Johnson, trash. Vontrese Macklin, sidekick. George Irving, sidekick. Odds you provide a Series X code. Slim to none. Look at this guy. Ran a 4'4", 6'3", 39-inch vert. Yes, please, Jose Randall. Kyle Dillon, trash. I don't know how he's listed as a deep threat. He's not fast enough. Absolutely not. Justin Bernal, trash. I mean, decent jumping at 6'4" with decent strength, but nothing else is good enough. Zach Morrow, good agility, but a 4.45 is a deep threat at that height. He is early first-round talent, though. That's interesting. I don't know if I trust that, though. We've been burned by it saying that someone's an early first-round talent before. He could be really good, but I don't know if I trust that. Burnham Wilson, late first rounder. Again, speed and agility is not bad, but I don't trust it. I can't get a good player out of Georgia. Keenan Perrine, ran a 4.38. JP Cook, not bad. Sebastian Gabriel, not bad. Jeremy Henry, not bad. Alani Woodward, ran a 4.5. Decent agility, decent jumping. I don't like that. Isaiah Bush. Again, 6'4", good jump. Okay, he's not bad. And then Jabari Jackson, 6'4" with a 42-inch vert. Oh my god. He'll go early because literally it's just throw the ball in the air to him and he'll catch it. Shaden Red, no combine. Interesting. Nick Sharper. Decent speed, vert jump and agility. And then Delvin Jenkins has height and can jump. That's about, yeah, okay. Centaurio, what's going on? It's going well. We won the Boopy. We won the Super Bowl. It's beautiful. Kata, why would they butcher it? Now I'm intrigued. You can't say someone would butcher your last name. I mean, granted, I'm used to getting my last name butchered. Just order a new wheel. Very nice. I am very excited to play some F1 tonight. All right, so left guard, Addison Carter. Yes. He's not. Wow, 6th round. Jesus. Okay, last name is Hungarian. I wouldn't have guessed. I wouldn't have guessed, to be honest. Phillip Cartwright, not bad. Theo Smith, not bad. Jared Whitaker, not horrible. John Bryan. Juan Cunningham. Quandre Florence is an interesting one. Bobby Shepard. I mean, we got options. He's at least got the speed and agility. Chris Benedict has the speed and agility. Gabe Alexander. Mobley's out. Marshall and AJ Aldridge is trash. Okay, defensive line. Marcus Irons out of LSU. Early first round talent, but that, I don't know, he's got the speed and agility, but he really doesn't have the power. Kyle Holland. I don't trust him at all. He's not overly fast, not overly agile. Yeah, I don't trust that at all. Michael O'Sullivan. Not bad. And then Greg Boone. Not really a fan of any of those guys. Johnny Maynard out of Georgia. Right. Honestly, there are quite a few players that I'm concerned about. I don't really know if we have. I at least haven't seen anybody where I'm like, yep, trade up for the #1 pick. Mainly because we can't afford it. See, Nakana, that's what I thought. I'm like, Hungarian, that doesn't make sense. You need to get yourself. Oh, you know the best part about that, in terms of the power back on Minnesota, he was their fullback, who wasn't even that good. That's the best part. Ladarius Hilaire. I found Clyde's younger brother, but he's trash. So no. Michael Key is trash. Devontae Arnold Palmer, trash. And Oscar, don't call me Adam Foote. Boy, this is this might be the worst draft overall. This could be a pretty piss poor draft. Unfortunately. A lot of guys who didn't take part in the combine as well. Mac Weston, not bad. JoJo Hunt, a little bit too slow. Brock Dunn, very good. 4th round, but a late 1st round talent level. There are some good linebackers in this draft. We got that going for us. All these guys are good. Mexican, Irish, and Hungarian. One of the more strange combinations I've ever heard of, at least. Let's see. Brett Johnson. George Brown. Theo Turner. Keon Hunter. Way too slow. Ben Robertson. Also probably too slow, but he is 6'3". Then at safety, Tyler Jones. Not bad. David Clayton. Not horrible. Andrew Cody. And Solomon Foster. There are some good players in this draft, I gotta be honest. Who to go for, I don't know. Plus, I mean, money's getting real tight, so now is about the time to start playing it safe. So I definitely didn't see anybody there where I'm like, they are 100% worth taking the hit money-wise, right? Honestly, that 1st round pick could easily, well, that 17th pick could easily be traded. Oh my god. Is it just me, or was that brighter than normal? Holy shit. Although, here's what I'm thinking. We go to Miami, and we say, what's it take for that #1 pick? If there's anybody that we want to get rid of. In terms of they're just making way too much money. And I mean, not that we want to cheap out on the O-line. But, I mean, Lindstrom's getting up there. Colbert's getting up there. We do have some younger guys that could take over. Ellington's 28, making almost $20 million. And there's some damn good linebackers in this draft. And honestly, that would open up space for Keelan Porter. I can't believe I'm saying it. I think Cortland Ellington's got to go. He's making way too much money. We already have good linebackers, and it's a good linebacker draft. I think after 6 seasons, Cortland Ellington is likely on his way out. You got to look at the stats. I mean, he's an impact player for sure, but I think we try to use Cortland here. They want him. Not that we need the #1 overall pick, but we could trade up for it, or we trade for their picks next year and hope that the Dolphins are trash again. But I think we could easily trade up to get the #1 pick. But there's no doubt that Ellington has to go. All right, get ready to be blinded again. Fuck, EA, fix that. Oh my God. Shit, I didn't mean to go to our team. So, look at our board. Is there anybody that I'd be confident taking at 1, just because we can? Again, there are the 2 quarterbacks who are likely pretty good. I don't really want to get rid of Colt, but Steven Woods would be the guy to draft to be Colt's understudy. You know? I mean, Steven Woods is incredible. Like, clearly, if there were to be a #1 quarterback to replace Colt, it would be Steven Woods. Although Jimmy Chandler later on in the draft at 23 doesn't look that bad. And Spencer Nelson's at least 21. So, I mean, Chandler and Nelson later on could work. Running back, there wasn't anybody that I was considering taking. Catcher, hello. Wide receiver, there's a crap load of them. We don't really need a top receiver. You know? Like again, Jabari Jackson, it's just that he has a 42-inch vert. Nuts. This is the issue now. We really are in the territory of what the hell do we even need. Cartwright we can get later. Marcus Iams on the D-line we really don't need. We can just get a depth option later. DT will look to take McDaniels later. Linebacker-wise, we're already stacked. Like, we could take the risk on Orlando Beacham, but we don't really have to. We can look for steals. Corner is the one place we could look to go if we were to trade Super Bowl MVP Reddick. Brett Johnson, I mean, I don't know if he's for sure the guy to trade up to #1, but he or George Brown would be pretty good. Or we could go for safeties. There's 22-year-old Broderick Brown. And there's also Nick Espinoza. I don't think we have to trade up to get anybody, though. So let's, it's either we trade to get the #1 overall pick to take a quarterback, to be the understudy, the Jordan Love to Colts Aaron Rodgers, for however long. But Ellington's got to go. The only issue is, do we want to have a quarterback get paid that much money to just sit around and not play? You know? Because Colt is 27. He's still got a few years left. I think we're going to trade for Miami's picks next year. We'll play the long game here. But yeah, no doubt Ellington's got to go. It's just way too big of a cap hit. So we can't get 1, 2, 3. We might not even be able to get their first rounder next year. It might have to be a second. Because they are indeed projected to have a really high draft pick. Yeah, they know. They know. But even then, 2 and 3 could essentially be comparable. So if I give up Ellington, I can get a second and third next year and a second round this year if I just add a little bit more. Paul Reddick's only 27. Terrell is 29. They have interest in Magana? Not enough, at least. Okay, and what if we add... What if we add, like, a 4th rounder next year? Even if it's a third rounder next year, it's probably worth it. It'll be a trade up of third rounders. Apparently it would put them over the salary cap, which is not true. Because they have all the money in the world, so I don't know what the hell they're doing to lie like this. So Miami can't take the trade. Apparently it would put them over the salary cap. Well, let's find an AFC team that can do this. What about Jacksonville? Even then, like the 25th pick this year. I honestly think we can get the 25th pick this year if Jacksonville's willing to accept it. What about Ellington for the 25th pick and a 6th rounder? They would also apparently be over the cap. It would put us over the cap? How would it put us over the cap? Off of the penalties? So am I not able to trade him? Did I just completely misread that? Apparently I did. So I guess I might not be able to trade him because we get murdered by the cap penalty? I mean, I'm not ready to trade AJ Terrell, but is there anybody else I can pair with him? Shit. Oh, you know what it is. You know what it is, I think. It's because we have the extra picks. So what if I give up Ellington and the 23rd, or better yet, oh man, we're kind of stuck here. We're kind of stuck here. I might have to trade up to get the #1 overall pick. I might have to. Like, we're so screwed cap-wise that I might have to do this. And if we use extra draft picks to make this happen, I mean, there's no doubt I can do this. We don't need it. But unless I just wait to trade Ellington, and it would have to be after this season. So I guess we'll just wait to trade Ellington. Let's just wait to trade him then, because I'm not going to trade up to the #1 pick. All right, let's just sim. I don't want to look at the white screen this year. There's no one where I'm like, oh, I have to get that guy. So we'll see who's taken later on. Let's see who's still on the board here for us at pick number 7. And a bunch of quarterbacks are gone. Holy shit. Only guy left is the 21-year-old Spencer Nelson. Every other quarterback is off the board. Holy shit. Top wideouts also off the board. All right, how would I rank these wide receivers? Perrine was the fastest. That's pretty much all he's got is speed. Actually, he's decently strong. Mid-first rounder. JP Cook, mid-first rounder. Sebastian Gabriel, late first rounder. Henry is a mid-first rounder. And then Isaiah Bush is also a mid to late first rounder. So we're not going to look for anybody there. That's crazy that all those quarterbacks are off the board. Cartwright would be a second rounder. Marcus Irons, but I'm not sold. He's listed as an early first round talent, but I'm not really sold because of the bench reps. Johnny Maynard, mid first round talent out of Georgia, late first round projection. We'd go for Irons over Maynard. DTs, we can wait. Linebackers. So Orlando Beacham's the interesting one. Because again, early first round talent according to our scout, but the combine results aren't there. So he might be the most intriguing player where we don't really know how good he is. Mac Weston and Brock Dunn can be probably taken a little bit later. Yeah, Mac Weston looks great. This is a great linebacker draft. And then corners, both Brett Johnson and George Brown are still there, as is Theo Turner. Turner has early first round, mid first round, early first round. So if we don't take Brett Johnson, we take Theo Turner. And then at safety, it was Broderick Brown, early first round talent, or Nick Espinoza, early first round talent. Jeez. There are so many players that I want to take, and there's no way we can get them all. So there's a crap load of receivers I wouldn't mind taking, but I don't really feel like there's one that like truly stands out above the rest. It kind of comes down to either Marcus Irons, who's projected to go in the first round, or we could get Michael Sullivan later. Also, Johnny Maynard's still there. At DT, nobody right now. There's Beacham. There's Weston. We'll go a little bit later. There's Fuller and Gardner. There's just a bunch of players I wouldn't mind having. And none of which I'm like, yep, that's the guy. So maybe if we look to trade down. Since he's offering a first, second, and a fourth, the first is next year. 2 first-round picks, including pick number 26 from Buffalo. And a first and second next year. Denver's offering pick number 12, along with the 42nd, or along with the second and a seventh next year. Pick 16, a second and a third. Ooh. So, I mean, 2 first-rounders are nice from Buffalo this year and next. I mean, Cleveland's offering the 16th and the 48th. Tampa's offering the 11th. I don't know, man. 2 first-round picks from Buffalo is really tough to pass up. The first and 2 seconds from Pittsburgh. The first is pick number 32 because we traded them our first-round pick. So we could get our own first-rounder back. So it's either 2 first. Oh, man, 2 first and a second, though, is just... That's a lot. I think we can't afford to pass that up. That is just too good of a deal from Buffalo. It's a first and 2 seconds over this year and next. Kansas City is also offering the same thing, but they have pick number 31. We're going to take that deal from Buffalo. Let's do it. There's nobody that I really want. They did lose Josh Allen as well, which makes me think that they might take that bad quarterback. So we'll sim ahead to pick number 17 and see who's left as we continue to pick horde. So in terms of wideouts, we're down to just 3 left: Cook, Perrine, and Gabriel. Cook was projected as a mid-rounder. We go over to the defense. Michael O'Sullivan's still there, so that left end is gone. Johnny Maynard is still there. He's a mid-first round talent. Orlando Beacham is still there. As is Mac Weston. And the right outside linebacker is unfortunately gone, I believe, but there's Fuller. I think we... but the other... Okay, so the corner that I wanted is gone too, but the other one, Theo Turner, is still there. So we have 17, 23, and 26. And then one of the safeties I wanted is also gone. So if we were to take a safety, it would be Nick Espinoza. Although Hewitt looks pretty good too, but he's not listed. Free fall, and we did indeed. So there's a safety I want, but there's technically 2 of them. There's corners that I want, but there's technically 2 of them. I think we gotta go for the mystery box. We gotta go for Orlando Beacham. Why not? We are at the time that we can go mystery box. Let's go mystery box. Well, hey. He's okay. He's got a good overall, but he doesn't have the dev pattern. He's okay. I mean, 7th highest overall in the draft. We went for the mystery box. And we didn't get the boat. That's okay. If we were ever in a position to go for the mystery box and hope to succeed, that was the time. He'll be a good depth option. Alright, and indeed, that other quarterback's gone. So we're never getting a backup for Colt unless we take somebody, like, first overall. There's still 2 receivers that are on the board, but God knows we don't need wide receivers. So Michael O'Sullivan's still there. We can get him later. So Mac Weston is still on the board, as is Brendan Fuller. Theo Turner's still there as a corner. And he's the guy that I wanted. Early first round talent. It's actually, no, it's Theo Turner the guy I wanted? He just can't jump. Everything else looks okay. Our scout does say early first round talent. And then there's also Nick Espinoza. Early first round talent. Both were 21. Ooh, he's 23. I think we go for Espinoza. Nick Espinoza, come on down. Number 1 in true talent for the 2nd year in a row. Nick Espinoza. God, we mentioned Ed Reed earlier. Say hello to the new Ed Reed. Oh my God. 92 speed, 94 acceleration, 78 zone coverage, 77. Oh, he's a beast. He's a beast. Holy shit. Well, we went for, yeah, right. It's him and Alex Thomas at safety now, by the way. Oh my God. Well, that was a hit of epic proportions. Good Lord. What a pick. And now we get our last pick of the first round. Why can't this be NHL? I honestly do wish the NHL's drafting was like this. It'd be more exciting. Mid-first round. Early first round for Zach Morrow. He's the real interesting one. Shaden Rhett. Another guy who didn't take part in the combine. I really don't need another tight end. Was apologizing for the mystery box flop, right? Okay. So, anybody who could potentially be taken here. We have Antonio Monk, who is likely to be a 2nd rounder. And we do have an early 2nd round pick, 7th overall. JP Cook is a mid. Again, Perrine, also a mid, the fastest in the draft. But there's something about Zach Morrow as an early first round wide receiver. He's an interesting one. There was Shaden Red, who's a mid-first, apparently. Nick Sharper's a late. Phillip Cartwright is also a mid. Michael O'Sullivan is a late. McDaniels. Ooh, McDaniels is an early. Right now it's McDaniels because we need a defensive tackle after we let those other two go. It's McDaniels over Morrow. What about Cole Simmons? Late. Mac Weston. I think that guy's going to be a stud and a half. But Brock Dunn is also there, who doesn't look that bad either. Fuller is a late first. Gardner is a late first. Theo Turner. Ooh, but Turner was an early. But we did just get a dominant safety. So right now, unless Lance Hewitt's ungodly, it's clear. We're going to take the DT. He'll be our 2nd choice DT out of Wisconsin. 21-year-old Deshaun McDaniels.
Fanboy.
Not
the man
bad.
Was a fanboy.
Not amazing, but not bad. 8th in true talent. Arkham, thank you for the 13. It is good to see you. I hope you are well. So McDaniels isn't too bad for a 2nd choice DT. He's young enough that the dev pattern could improve. So, he's not amazing, but not bad. I am going to hold off on trading up because we've drafted 2 guys that look great that had normal dev patterns. So let's not risk it. Arkham, I'm doing fantastic, buddy. It is good to see you. Let's see who else is on the board here now. Again, I don't feel like dealing with the white screen tonight. So, we have Monk at running back, who is listed as a late number 1. The wide receivers are gone. Shaden Red is also there as a mid. I like that. I mean, not that I need him, but man, an elite tight end talent.
Oh, good for you.
Congratulations, by the way. Princess Kelsey. Thank you for the follow, too. Congrats on the new job, friendo. We got Phillip Cartwright, who is also a mid-first, and yeah, I'd agree. That puts him over Red, just in terms of need. Michael O'Sullivan is a late first, so we'll avoid him for the moment. It's between Red and Cartwright right now, as we just try to snag the best available. Simmons is a late first. Mac Weston is still there. Ooh. Mac Weston is a mid-first. What's Brock done? He was a late first. And Brandon Fuller is a late first. What about Chris Gardner? He's a late first. And then Lance Hewitt was also a late first. So it's between 3 players. It is either the tight end, Shaden Red, out of Boise State. No combine score. Our next pick after this is 3 picks away, by the way. It's the center, Phillip Cartwright, out of Tennessee. Or it's the middle linebacker, Mac Weston. I gotta go for Mac. Let's hope that Cartwright or Red are available. Again, 8, 9, and then we pick again. I gotta take Mac Weston. 13th in true talent. We get him at 39. 21-year-old, 74 overall hidden dev linebacker, Mac Weston. 87 speed as a linebacker. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, he's rapid. We have an ungodly amount of young talent at linebacker. Whew. So again, we hope to see Cartwright. We'll see if the Giants or Chargers screw us over here. We're hoping for Red or Cartwright. Red is still there. What about Cartwright? All right, we're going for Phillip Cartwright. 12th in true talent, 74 hidden dev center, Phillip Cartwright. Welcome to Atlanta, home of champions. So, I mean, we ended up with 2 normal dev guys. Everyone else has been hidden, but at least those normal dev guys had high ratings. Imagine if Phillip Cartwright falls to us at pick number 20. Imagine. Or not Cartwright, but Red. Oh, he's gone. All right, so Red's finally gone, but we got 2 out of 3. Antonio Monk is still there as a late first. Antonio Monk is still there. Nick Sharper is there at tight end. Interesting. Kind of keep an inventory of who's here with a first round projection. Michael O'Sullivan as a late first, a 23-year-old. Cole Simmons at linebacker. Another 21-year-old linebacker. Do we have anybody projected to be a mid-first anymore? Brock Dunn. Brock Dunn's also a mid-first. Or late first, excuse me. On the right, Chris Gardner. Also a late first. Zaire Wilson was there, though, and he's a combine stud. Like, this is the linebacker draft. Also, that guy's out of Georgia. That'd be pretty nice. And then it's safety, Lance Hewitt. All right. So, the way I see it, we don't really need the draft for need. It's Antonio Monk, who's 22. Decent speed, decent strength. Sharper in terms of position of need, not necessarily. I mean, running back, we'd have to trade someone really good. Defensive line for Michael O'Sullivan, we'd have to trade somebody really good. He's 23. How old was Sharper? 21. I'm going to rule out Monk because of his age. I'm going to rule out Sullivan because of his age. So Sharper makes it to the next round of qualifying. Cole Simmons at 21 also makes it. Brock Dunn, he was also 21. Chris Gardner was 23, so we'll rule him out. And then Hewitt, I believe, was 21. Yeah. Jesus, he does look like a monster, doesn't he? Late second round projection for Hewitt. Dunn, 4th round. Simmons, 3rd round. We're going for Hewitt. Son of Jennifer Love, Lance Hewitt. Ah, they got us again. 73rd over, or 73 overall, normal dev. Good depth player, but nothing amazing. Boss, I don't blame you for wanting him. He looked good. We have another pick coming up very, very soon, though. So hopefully one of the two linebackers are still on the board, or the tight end. Antonio Monk is still there. Sharper is still there. What about the linebackers? Simmons and Dunn are both there. Okay. Late first rounder, mid third round projection. Strong as hell. It's got to be Brock Dunn. Middle linebacker out of Florida, Brock Dunn. Ooh, 72 normal dev. Again, though, you take young players, they have a chance to grow out of it. So we're absolutely replenishing our depth here, which is what we needed to do with all of these second rounders. Honestly, I'm going to take the other young guy. I'm going to take Cole Simmons. Cole Simmons, welcome aboard. 21 hidden dev at a 73. This linebacker core is about to be just disgusting. As if it wasn't already. Now we get a pick here. The last pick of round number 2. Is the tight end still there? Is Sharper still there? Yes, he is. We're going to take Nick Sharper. 72 normal. Another good pick by definition. But yeah, taking a risk with the younger guys first. Overall, this has been an outrageous draft. And we know we're going to have to make more trades at the end of this too, to shed some cap. So who's left? Antonio Monk at running back. Michael O'Sullivan on the defensive line. Chris Gardner at linebacker. I don't think we need another linebacker after all of that, but okay. You know, we have joked about taking a running back for a while. Maybe Antonio Monk is the guy. If it's not, then we're looking at Michael O'Sullivan. He does look like a beastly speed rusher. He's got some good size, too. Honestly, let's do it. Antonio Monk out of Washington. 73 hidden dev. Look at him. Look at him. 90 speed, 92 acceleration. Look at how well-rounded he is. Oh, my God. Welcome aboard, Antonio Monk. Well, we just won our second Super Bowl, and we are absolutely slaying this draft. Last pick of the third round, and our final pick of the draft. This is our final projected pick of the draft. Randall was that really interesting wideout. Michael O'Sullivan is still there. What? Holy hell. Well, in terms of not going off of best guess, how good's Jermichael Foster? We're going to take O'Sullivan. 72 normal dev. Another good pick by definition. This pick, the first of round 4, belongs to Miami. Miami, do you care to make a trade? Yes, Monk was also a hidden dev, yeah. To the Miami Dolphins. How would you like to trade me that pick? And, you need a quarterback. How would you like Jason Carpenter? Almost. Carpenter in a 6th. Done deal. All right, let's take the other guy. Hopefully we don't get absolutely torched in terms of the bonus money. We're gonna go for Jermichael Foster. 71 normal dev at 21. Pretty damn good pick. And we'll let that receiver go. So that is it for our draft. That was a home run and a half, is the only way to explain that. Hopefully, again, we don't get completely torched on bonus money. Right now, it does show us a negative cap, but we'll see. We'll see. So in terms of the draft, Orlando Beacham, 76 normal dev. Espinoza was the best player of the draft. I mean, we got a couple of normal devs, but for the most part, I mean, we just absolutely crushed this draft. For other players that were there, let's take a look. So Jabari Jackson went number 1. Oh, we didn't screw up as badly as Miami did we? Ouch. Steven Woods, quarterback, goes to Pittsburgh, and as expected, he was good. 76 hidden. Kerry McQueen went second. He was 73 hidden. And then Chris Dempsey, 70 normal. And Jimmy Chandler, 71 hidden. I was hoping Chandler would be there later in the draft, but the AI go crazy for quarterbacks. Who else were we looking at? Spencer Nelson was also hidden dev. I would have had to have taken a quarterback top 10 to get him, and that wasn't going to happen. Brett Johnson was great at corner. We just couldn't really get him. Isaiah Bush was arguably our top wideout. Good thing we didn't go for a wide receiver early in this draft. Broderick Brown at safety. Normal dev, but a 78. Marcus Irons. He ended up being hidden dev. Not bad. Another minefield of a draft. How good was George Brown at corner? Yeah, we should have gone for him over the mystery box of Beacham. But yeah, if you want a quarterback, even if it says, hey, second round projection, the AI doesn't care. They will go for them. Johnny Maynard was pretty good. Again, the Espinoza, what a beast. How good was JP Cook? He was pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty happy with Deshaun McDaniels, though. How good was Theo Turner? Most of the guys that we had on our draft board ended up being pretty damn good. Even if they didn't have a good dev pattern, they still ended up being pretty good. Second round. How good was Perrine? Normal dev. Then we got Mac Weston, Phillip Cartwright. How good was that tight end? Yeah, I had a feeling he was pretty good. Brandon Fuller was the other linebacker we were looking at. Yeah, pretty much every player we were looking at ended up being pretty damn good. The only way to put it. I mean, there's just too many goddamn players to check. Third round, Kyle Dillon. Damn good pick for the Giants in the third round. 21 years old, too. Gardner, Monk, O'Sullivan. How good was Zaire Wilson? Normal. We had a hell of a draft, though. This really was a good draft. So yeah, Connor, hidden dev is good. So normal development is just, as you would expect, just meh. Development patterns for younger players can grow. Hidden dev means, in terms of the order, it is normal, star, superstar, and then superstar X Factor is the best possible one. There's a really good old lineman there, too. We had no info on him, but kind of jealous of the Panthers. 72 overall, Bryce Sharp. Not a bad pick for Indy. Kenya Ramsey. What a name. So overall, we crushed it. Again, we get the highest rated player in the draft. We know the mode's about to crash on me as I try to sim to the next week, but that's good. I mean, we have this set up as to where I can have the team ready to go for the beginning of next season. Otherwise, I mean, based off of how that draft went, it would have been a short Madden night for us tomorrow. So, but all in all, I'm pretty damn happy. We know, like, put it this way, players are going to get traded, right? Like, this team will change quite a bit from the team that just won the Super Bowl tonight. You pretty much already know that, like, Cortland Ellington's gone. But looking at this team, we need a backup QB. Colt did not go X Factor yet. Hopefully, as we sim into the regular season, he does. Again, now we have Antonio Monk behind Beverly and Edwards-Helaire. So we're completely set at running back. It's beautiful. Still got Jerry at fullback. Of course, Hardwick, Andrews, Burst, Banks, and Reza Ramon. The wide receiver core will stay the same. William Ward, Zietler, and Sharper. Sharper might not even make the team, to be honest. Good idea to take Monk with Edwards-Helaire about to... Yeah, it's true. And honestly, we could shed more money. Like, I got to decide how stripped down I want the O-line to be. There's a real chance that some guys like Lindstrom, even though he's still useful, because we got to make room for Phillip Cartwright. There's a real chance that the O-line could be pretty stripped down. So, would have happened Super Bowl week. I mean, Bagel, we had Colt and Hardwick go superstar between the start of the preseason and week 1 of the regular season. I don't know how to explain that, but that's what happened last season. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to bring in some depth. Linebacker-wise, again, we're stacked. Cortland Ellington, we know, is going to go. It's going to be interesting to see how I sort this out. Because, again, Porter's a superstar, so he has to start. Like, we have, McKee, still hoping he goes X Factor. AJ Terrell is probably going to get moved back to corner. I mean, Thomas and Espinoza, I don't know what we're going to do. We have so much that we have to. Madden's going to Madden, that's what I thought. We have so much we have to do. And as it is, we have 4 picks next year, including Pittsburgh's, Cleveland's, Buffalo's, and our own in the first round. So, I mean, even though we're not trading for superstars of other teams, this has just been a prospect factory. And we're going to see just how long we can carry the team. And indeed, Dave Knox was a star. So I will have this all set up off stream. And I think we're just going to keep going. I want to see how much this team can do. Because it doesn't look like they're going to stop anytime soon.